Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington. I'm bringing you guys another Pool Week video for the week of May 8th, 2013. I got, how many books do I got here? I got 5 books, four books here, and then one online book that was really good, and so good that I'm not even going to review it first because it deserves a spot in my pick of the week runnings. So I'll just start off with the book that I like the least to the book that I like the most. And first, I'm reviewing Wolverine, issue number 3. Cover's alright. Nothing special, just Nick Fury, Wolverine team up. This book is entertaining, but it's not to the point where I'm really excited for it. I'm not like super stoked about this book when it comes out, especially for $3.99, and I might just drop it entirely after this story arc. Maybe I'll pick up the first issue of the next story arc, but just to see where it's going with that. But this book, we're continuing, we're finding out a little bit more, and actually find out a lot more about what's going on with this whole mind control stuff. There's some good banter between Wolverine and Nick Fury that, the dialogue is good, the direction that they're taking is kind of not, there's still not a Wolverine book out there that is going in the route that I want a Wolverine book to be, and that's how, Wolverine was back, in the first, volumes of Wolverine, the Frank Miller stuff and the Chris Claremont stuff. That stuff is what I want to see, like Wolverine alone and just, going in, head first into things, whooping a lot of ass and, just being a badass. And here he's kind of just like, a cop. And I want him to be more than a cop. And he's always waving his Avengers tag around, and it's funny in some places, but it's not what I want in my Wolverine book. So there's Wolverine issue number 3. Next up, which is a book that I actually really liked a lot better than the last issue of it, and this is Deathstroke issue number 20, the final issue, which has a really cool cover. And this issue, what the problem I had with last issue is that it played into the Team 7 stuff way too much with, John Lynch and that kind of stuff, and there's way too much banter and, not enough happening, and, what was happening I was confused about because I didn't know anybody, and so, those were my problems with the last issue, with issue 19. But issue number 20, John Lynch from Team 7, he's mentioned in the book a lot, but he's never in it, and that puts a focus a lot on Deathstroke again, and what we didn't have last issue, where it was like, let's talk to Deathstroke's family instead of let's talk to Deathstroke, and a lot of those characters aren't very interesting. So, but we get a lot better back and forth in this issue. Closes out on a good note. I don't think anybody cares if I spoil this book because nobody really reads it besides me. But at the end of this, Deathstroke has to make the hard decision. His wife was killed by their son, or one of their sons, and so now it's left with, they have 2 sons and a daughter, and now it's left with, no mom. The 2 sons are left, and the one daughter, and they're all trying to stop this foe named Majestic. It's kind of a cloned Superman type person, and with all his powers that he has, he can very well easily take over the world, pretty much just destroy everything, especially under the mind control of one of Deathstroke's son named Jericho, or that's at least his villain's name, named Jericho. And so Jericho's controlling Majestic and just, taking down everything, and in an attempt to stop Jericho, he tries to kill him. Instead, Jericho takes control over Deathstroke's other son, which I can't even remember his name, and he threatens to kill him, and then Deathstroke makes a hard decision of killing both of his sons at the end of this. And yeah, so I mean, it's hard to think about from his position, and it's done very well. I didn't really give it much justice because I would have had to tell you the whole plot, and that's way too much. But I thought it was very well done, and a nice way to close out the book. And hopefully they give Deathstroke better things to do in the New 52 than what they have planned with this whole Green Team stuff. Not all about that at all. Next book, and what I thought might have been my pick of the week, but two books beat it out. 2 books. And this is Batman issue number 20, which has one of the coolest covers of the week. And this issue was really great. I was one person that really enjoyed the first part of this 2-issue story arc. I know some people weren't wowed, to the greatly wowed with the issue 19. I really was, and I definitely like how this closed out, the whole story of it. It was really cool, just 2 issues story. It's very short, sweet, to the point, and a lot gets done. And it's a really cool way that they resolved everything in this. A lot of great character stuff with Bruce Batman happens in this, dealing with Damian Wayne in a very real way, which I definitely enjoyed. And that goes to the end of the book, which is very well done. Capullo's art is absolutely amazing in this book, and Snyder just, he kills it writing this book. But 2 books beat it out for me. I mean, Batman issue number 20 was an awesome book, but 2 books beat it out for me. The next book I have is my online book, and that's Thor: God of Thunder issue number 8, God Bomb Part 2, and there's so many cool things that happen in this book. And there's a lot of funny things that happen in this book too, dealing with the ale, the drinks. They ran out, and they kind of they're in a little bit of distress because they ran out of all their ale, and that's not played up too big, but it's definitely funny when it's mentioned. A lot of great stuff that happens with the past Thor. That he's now enslaved and he's a hothead, and there's a bunch of different things that happen. I don't want to spoil anything, and the ending is crazy, but definitely one part in this book that I don't feel this is spoiling anything much, but I thought was just a funny concept of the star sharks. There are sharks in space, and it's not like they look like space sharks. They just look like sharks that are kind of, ghostly looking, I guess. They're kind of light bluish, and those are star sharks. So I thought that was really funny what, all that was. But this book is absolutely amazing. You guys got to pick it up if you don't pick it up. Aaron kills it. The art by Assad Ribic kills it. And this book is just awesome. The next part is going to be crazy. There were so many moments in this book that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And awesome book. Pick it up. And final book, which going into picking these books up, I knew that I would definitely enjoy this book. I wasn't expecting it to be my pick of the week though, but it is. And man, this was a good book. Deadpool issue number 9 with another one of the coolest covers of the week. What an awesome book this was. We get a lot of stuff dealing with Vetus. We get a lot of stuff, or we get not too much stuff, but we get some good stuff dealing with what happened at the end of last issue, which I won't spoil if you haven't read it, but it's crazy. There's a lot of fun poked out out of Aquaman in this. They don't necessarily say Aquaman. They don't, do anything of that, but they allude to him because, as we know from the last issue, Deadpool has a mission. He's going on to kill everybody on Vetus's hit list of people he's given powers to. Last issue, he killed somebody who was, he couldn't die unless he was not breathing. And this issue, he kills this guy that he has water powers. His name happens to be Artie, aka Arthur, and he can talk to fish and breathe underwater and do all that other kind of stuff. And he's got long blonde hair, and he looks like Aquaman. And I thought I got a kick out of them, kind of making fun of him. But this book was so good. The story in it was so good. There's a little setup for some future themes that they're going to be doing that I caught. It's really cool what they're going to do. I think I might see where it's going, but they can take a couple of routes with it. But I kind of have an idea. Agent Preston is, she's not just hanging out in his head, and she's doing stuff in there. And the way that this ends is crazy. Didn't expect that to happen at all. This book is very unpredictable at this point, and the story in it is great. I love the Daniel Way run, but this Brian Posehn and Jerry Duggan run has way better story for Deadpool. He has way better character arc for Deadpool, which I definitely appreciate. And I can't wait to see where it goes from now. This book is awesome. If you jumped off of it after the President's story arc, this story arc 2, you could count it 3 issues in, is already better than the President's. The President's was kind of set up for this, and I'm loving it. So that's all the books I got this week to review. I was gonna get Chin Music, but just couldn't get it. I'll probably get it next week and review that with my next week books. And yeah, so that's it for me, guys. I'm Wellington signing off with the Comic Book Lowdown, and I'll see you guys next time.